Going to cover in detail about data lake store, like what are the pricing structures of this data lake store, and how we can able to create this data lake store on different ways, like on this portal and other command line tools. Then once we completed this data lake store, we will talk about data lake analytics. So in this session, we are just going to prepare the data for our analytics. So we are going to store all the data from different sources, and we are going to put into the single place where we can do the analytics. So this is just we discussed on just itself, like data lake store is just like a hyperscale repository where we can store any size of data, and it is based on Hadoop web file system. So just like a file system where we can create folders, and inside folders where we can upload the files. And this is just a overall structure. So in this data lake store, we are going to ingest the data from different sources. It could be social media file, or any format of file, and even it could be any size of file. So once we ingested the data into data lake store, we need to prepare the data for our analytics. So the data will be stored, and we can do the analytics on top of the data. So the analytics, we will discuss what are the tools will be used for analytics, and let us see how to upload the data into data lake store, because we have categorized that option operation, like what tool we need to use to upload, and the data on different places, and what is the correct approach to upload the data. So we have seen we are going to see those things maybe today or tomorrow. So then this data lake store is just a tool which is support for Azure Insight. Azure Insight is a service which is handling big data. So this MapReduce and Hive frameworks will make use of this data lake store, and we can do the analytics on top of the data. So as I mentioned, we can store unlimited size, so it could be a petabyte. So at present they are supporting up to petabyte of data. So even a single file could be a petabyte of data. So there is a difference, like this is also a storage, as well as we have our typical Azure storage. So the difference is this is optimized for big data analytics. But still, if you consider those two storages, both are going to store the data. So but it is optimized for data analytics. Then we have discussed about security, like what are the different kinds of security which we can implement into data lake store. One is the basic authentication, like where we can create users, and where we can provide permission in Active Directory level itself. The other one is role-based access control. So we can able to create role-based access control through resource groups, and even particular resources as well. I'm going to show how to create a security using role-based control. Then so this from this topic I'm going to talk new actually till this one we have discussed already. So from the pricing onwards, I'm going to talk a bit new about this data lake store. So pricing, in terms of pricing, so this data lake store is at present available only on East US second region. So we can able to create only on this particular region. So other regions are not yet available now. Then the pricing option also, here we need to use only one option, like pay as you go. We don't have any other, like basic, standard and premium. So at present we have only one pricing tier information. Again, we don't have effective pricing details about this data lake store in a site as well. They have given only for data lake analytics. So the screenshot which I provided here is applicable for data lake analytics. So we don't have detailed, definite information about data lake store pricing tiers. So how much we are going to charge for our storage. So if we are going to store a data about 1 petabyte of data, so there is no information how much they are going to charge for it. So since it's a pay as you go, so whenever you create account, whenever you store some data, so the account will be the pricing information will be started from the time. So once you delete it, then they are not going to charge you. So so when you are consuming your data for your analytics, the pricing, the credit limit will start reduce. So you need to make sure that if you are not using your data lake store, then keep that as empty, and so that it will not deduct any amount by Azure. So, like I said, actually this is just like a preview state. We need to raise a request before creating services. So, if you take other services, no need to raise any request since it's a preview stage and it is just like for big data, and we need to raise a request. So, once they have approved the request, we can start able to create the services as like in other services. So the first screenshot is showing that actually I raised a request. They have approved, and I'm able to see the other information like name, pricing, subscription, and resource group. So once I created this data lake store, I can able to see three different options. One is settings, then delete, and data explore. So data explore is a place where it's just like a file system. Inside that data lake store, we can able to create a number of folders. So as you can see in the third screenshot, I have created a new folder called my new folder. So under my data lake store account, I can create a number of folders. Inside folders, I can manage my files. So the difference between Azure storage and this data lake store is we can able to upload the files from portal itself. But whereas in Azure storage, we don't have any options to upload the data, upload the files directly into the Azure storage. So we need to make use of any third-party tools to upload the data. But here we can upload it straight away through portal itself, and we have access. So we can able to provide a role-based access to this account. So we will see that options, each options. So once we have uploaded by using this option upload option, we can able to select your files from your local directory, and we can start uploading. So that file will be uploaded into your storage data lake store account. So once the file is uploaded, you can able to see the properties of the file. So what is the path of this uploaded file, and even we have web HDS, so where that file is available in Hadoop file system. So what is the exact path of that Hadoop file system? We can see those information through properties. And we have a file preview. So in case if you have uploaded any text file or CSV file, we can able to preview that result, and we can able to set the properties like format, how many number of rows we can see in a single screen. So what is the encoding type we need to choose. So we can see we have that options, we can select it as per our requirement. Then in security wise, we have role based access control. For each services, we can see that icon, the highlighted icon. So by using that, we can able to add users, and we can able to provide custom access to that user. So here I just show that selecting a role and adding a user to that particular data lake store account. So and again, it is applicable for account level access. So if you select account, you can able to see that access option. So inside access options, you can see the standard access. So below that, you can able to create your own custom access. So you can select your users, and you can provide only read access or executive access or only write access. So we have custom access option, where we can define our own custom access to different users, and we can provide those information to the particular user. So these are the three different permissions are available at present: read, write, and execute. So let us see the demo. So in this demo, I'm going to show three different ways to create a data lake store account. One is as usual portal level, and the other two are PowerShell based one, and another one is cross platform CLI command line tool. So let me go to portal. So I have raised my request already, so they have approved that. So that's the reason I can able to create now. So I can show here. So if they are not approved, then you will have a message like this is not yet approved by Azure. So we will get a message. So since they have approved, I can able to create my own data lake store services. I need to provide the service name. subscription resource group. So like I said, it is available only on East US2 location at present. Since it's a preview, maybe in a general available we may expect other locations as well. And again, pricing tier, pay as you go, we cannot change anything at present. So just create it. So this will create a data lake store account for your subscription. So just deployment. So deployment has started now. Let us go and see all resources. So here you can see the symbol like data lake store. So inside, as usual, we have essential information and monitoring information like in a graphical way. So how much ingress and egress, input on output as implemented, we can see those information in the dashboard itself, main dashboard itself. So at present it is creating now, so let us wait to create successfully. So okay, that's been completed now. So if I click the data explore, you can see the options like what I have shown in that picture. So this is my data explore account. Let me refresh it. So this is just like a file system in your local PC where you can create your own folder, and inside your folder you can manage your files, right? So the same option here. So the file system is located under Hadoop file system. So on top of that we can able to create our own folders. So this is my data lake store account. Under this account I can able to create a folder like by clicking this new folder option. Provide my folder name. So I can create a number of folders under my account. So I just need to select my account, folder, and you can verify that where exactly we are this is my main folder account, and this is my one of the folder like C drive and folder. So here we can upload our files. So just click upload and select files. So I have a file in C drive. So basically it's a CSV file. I'm trying to upload that CSV file here. So just start upload. So if you have a same file name in your folder, you can click this option, allow overwriting existing files. So once it is uploaded, you can see the file inside this folder, test folder. By clicking this, you can able to see that different options like what are the data inside that particular CSV file. This is my preview of that CSV file. So I can go to the properties, and I can see the different options like what is the path of this file, what is the exact path in the Hadoop file system. So I can make use of this while accessing through .NET codes, and even we can make use of that path while we doing analytics based on SD inside. So maybe that time we will use this path, web HDFS path. So here we can just preview our information like a format. So we can define how much rows we want to show in a single page. So we can define all other options like what is the default encoding method we need to have for this file. So we can select as per your requirement, and it is a comma separated file or tab separated. So just like delimiter where we can choose for our all files. So we can define here, and even you can able to download it in case if you are getting the file from your different devices. Straight away it is storing into that account, data lake store account. We can download it those files by using this download option, and even we can rename our files just like a normal file system in our local PC. So we can download it and we can rename it, and here we have access, but it is not enabled because that access is applicable on account level. So at present we are in a folder and file level, So to create a security, I need to choose this account level. There I can have option to see access. So if I click access, so just like role based access control, so these are the different default users like user, owner and group. So I have my subscription email ID, so which is pointing to owner and group, my default access. So still I can able to provide a custom access. In the custom access I can choose different user groups or users or groups. So I have these different groups, so I can select any of these user and I can provide my own custom access. So here I just want to give only read access for this catalog user, so I can give read access, so that will be displayed under here. So it should be this custom access is been created, where you can see this option, and it will easy to add some other access as well, like write and execute in this portal itself. So just save it and this will be applicable, this will be applied to your users. So if user catalog user trying to access this particular storage account, they can able to do all the stuffs like read, write and execute. So this is how just we need to make use of role based access control to implement the security in data lake store account. So this is a simple ways to create data lake store through portal. Let me show how to create through PowerShell. Open PowerShell again. This is just like RM, resource manager based services. We need to connect through RM account. I have script for that. So just login through Azure resource manager account. Still my PowerShell is not ready. So for any doubts, so just a simple steps to create a storage account, and even simple steps to upload the files inside that defined folder. Yeah, boss. Hello. No, one time request is enough. Actually, no need to raise once again. I got access, so I can able to create a number of data lake store accounts. Yes, yes, yeah. Usually it will be like service management, ASM, Azure Service Management commandlets will be available by default. So we need to switch to Resource Manager commandlets. So even though if you are connected with ASM, Service Management commandlets, you will have options to you have a commandlet to switch from ASM to ARM. So but now I'm just login. Initially I'm just login itself. I'm using ARM account. So this will fetch my all RM related commandlets, and after logged in I can able to use all my RM commandlets. Once I logged in, I can see what are the subscriptions are there, and if I have multiple subscription, I need to define any one of the subscription. Okay, I have logged in through my subscription email ID, and I'm going to see what are the subscriptions are there using Get Azure RM subscription. So that's the same command. Before we need to add RM after Azure. So I have three different subscriptions are there. I'm going to set my one of the subscription. So based on that selected subscription, I can able to create whatever Azure services I want. So I'm going to make use of my free trial subscription. My subscription ID is this one. So I just need to pass it here, like set Azure RM context and the subscription ID. So I just fixed with my free trial subscription now. Now I need to just register. So for all other services we no need to register, but if you take Azure Data Lake Store, if you are using PowerShell, we need to register that storage account like through this command like Microsoft Data Lake Store. So I just need to register because I'm just saying that I'm going to make use of this Microsoft Data Lake Store for further commandlets, further queries. For all other services, it is not required. Only this specific for this data lake store account so far. Okay, I have registered data lake store, and here in this step, I'm going to create my resource group and resource group location. So my resource group name is DLS1, and I just define my resource group on this particular location because. At present, we have only this location available for data lake store, so I'm just going to make use of that. So I just created my resource group and belongs to this particular region. And here I'm going to create my storage account. So I just define my storage account in my one of the variable. I'm going to make use of that variable in this below query. So here resource group name we have defined already, so it is going to take this resource group, and data lake store name we have defined here, so that will pick it from this particular variable. So again I need to define my location of this data lake store, so it is going to be East US. So this script will create a data lake store account, so we can check it here. Here you can see this is the one which we are creating now using PowerShell. So still it is creating, maybe deployment is on progress. So once we created, we can able to create folders and files using PowerShell itself. So it has been created now. So let us try to create one folder inside that particular account, so we can verify that whether that account is created successfully or not. So this commandlet will give you that answers like true or false. So if it is created successfully, then we should get true. We got true because it has been created successfully without any issues. Next we'll try to create one directory, so folder. So this is the commandlet for creating a folder, new Azure RM data lake store item. So we just need to define what item, whether it is a file or it is a folder. So it is a folder, so we need to have this folder parameter, and account name is we already defined in my variable, and the path of that folder. So we have our root directory. So for all the services, for all the file system, we have our root directory. So on top of that root directory, we are going to create one new folder. So our root directory is just slash. So I'm going to have in my variable, and I'm going to create a directory called test under this specified root directory. So we can check it. Explore. So here you can see the test folder is available. Let us try to upload some file. Again, we can verify whether that directory is there or not by using this git option. So we have a folder called test. So we don't have anything inside this test folder. So this folder is available now. So we just can verify that. Now we'll try to upload the file. So we have uploaded through portal level. Now we'll try to use commandlets. So the command is import Azure RM data lake store item and my account name of data lake store and my local path of the file and my Azure data lake store path. So just copy paste. So I have a file called usage1.csv in my C drive. I'm trying to upload that file to my data lake store account under my test folder. So let us verify it. So we have that file. We have successfully uploaded. So what else we can do this through this commandlet? We can try to rename the file. So if we go with portal level, we can easily rename by selecting and we can rename the file. But if we go with commandlet, so let us see what is the exact commandlet to rename the file. So we just need to move the file from one location to another location with a different name. So move Azure RM data lake store item, my account name of data lake store and path of my existing file. So at present it is available under test. So my file name is usage.csv. I'm going to move that file with a different name. So just renaming the file by using move command. So at present my file name is usage.csv. I'm going to rename the file called usage underscore copy. So let me refresh it. Here you can see I'm not created a new file. I just renamed the existing file by using move commandlet. Now let us try to delete or download the file. So to download the file, we need to export. We need to use export commandlet. Export same information like your Azure path and your local path. So the file will be downloaded to the specified path here under C drive. So again, we can able to delete the file using remove command. Again, the same information we need to pass. What is the account name? What is the path of the file? And if you have multiple files, if you want to delete all the files in a single commandlet, you can use comma operation. So here I have two different files. One is available in this particular location and another one is available under this particular location. So I can make use of comma and I can provide a number of files to delete those files in a single commandlet. So this is just deleting files inside my account. So if I want to delete my whole account, I can go with this option like remove Azure RM data lake store account and the name of the account. So let's try to create it. It's asking me permission. So in a portal level, if you want to see how the delete works, I can show you now. Let us go to that previous one. If I click delete, it will ask me to confirm, because once I delete it, I cannot able to revert back. So here we have given a warning. So this is irreversible. Deleting the action cannot be undone. So actually they are saying that I cannot get back the same storage and inside the files as well. So these are the ways to manage your data lake store accounts. I hope you are familiar with this PowerShell and portal methods. I'm going to show the third way. So how to create a data lake store account. So what are the steps we have gone through? We'll do the same through CLA command line tools. So I'm going to close this. Be familiar, I think, because I have shown you this while we discussing about data storage. So we need to log in through our subscription, Azure subscription. Azure login. here I need to go to that device login URL. There I need to provide my code. So this will generate a code. I need to pass that code into that particular URL, device login URL. So it means my device is going to connect with my Azure subscription. So it is going to generate one code. Just need to wait. So this is my URL. I need to go. Mark yes, login device login. So inside this I need to pass my code here. So once I pass, it will start to identify my account, and it is done. So we successfully connected our device to our subscription login. So these are the subscription available for my login. So three different subscriptions. Again, basically it will have ASM based commandlets. So we need to switch to ARM. So to switch here, we need to have different commandlet. Azure config mode ARM. So fine, it has been moved to ARM now. Let me see what are the accounts are there in my subscription, in my email ID. So this will list out all the available subscriptions, and it will show the status like which is the default one. So at present free trial is the default one. So if you want to change any other subscription to be default, you can go with these options like Azure account set, and you need to provide your subscription name. So subscription name you can get it from this name option. So I'm going to keep my free trial as a default subscription. So I'm going to create all the stuff on top of this free trial subscriptions. So now we are going to create a resource group. So to create a resource group, we need to have Azure group create resource group name ESL28. I no need to have double quotes. Here I have words with spaces are there, so I need to have double quotes. Yes. So this will create a resource group called a DSL28 on this particular region. It is creating a group. So once it is done, we're going to create a new storage account using that resource group. Storage account name going to be DSL web 29, and location is going to be again East US, and the resource group name DSL 28. An account first. So once account is created, we need to create the folders, and we can able to upload the files. Again we can list out the files, same stuff we can do: rename, download, deleting a storage file, or deleting a storage account itself. So you can do all the stuff using CLI itself. So this file is attached with my PPT, so we can able to do the stuff, and so all the scripts are there. I'm just going to stop here. So this is the way to create Azure storage, sorry, data lake store account using CLI. So this is created now. Let us verify. See here you can see this is the one which we created now. Resource group is DLS28 and the location is ECS2. So you can do all the stuff, creating a folder. So you can practice through this using this notepad scripts. So let us move to the next topic. Actually we have gone through how to create a data lake store. So the motive of these demos are to demonstrate how to use different ways. So we know that we can able to create through portal itself. That is sufficient for our project, our requirement. But why I'm saying these three different ways? Because in case in future, if you have a situation like you need to make use only PowerShell, if you don't have enough access to access your portal, then you need to make use any of these command lines or any of these command line tools. So to familiarize these tools, I'm just showing these demos for the three different ways. Still, I will show other two different ways, like how to make use of Visual Studio .NET tools to create Lake Store account, and again how to make use of REST APIs to create this Azure Data Lake Store account. So I will show those demos on tomorrow's session. Let us discuss some other topics. So we just created a storage account. So once storage account is ready, it means we got storage space where we can upload all the files for our analytics. So in terms of uploading, ingesting the data into that data lake store, we have multiple categories are there, like ad hoc data. So ad hoc data in the sense you may have data in your local system. So let us see what are the tools are there to upload those data into data lake store account. Or you have a stream data, like you may have different devices, so like PCs, mobiles, even sensors also will start producing the data. So if that is the case, so that is called streaming data. So how so let's see what are the tools are there to upload those streaming data. So streaming data in the sense it's just like a real data, so it is going to process based on event wise. So event basis it is going to upload the data into data lake store account. And in case if you have a data in a relational database like SQL Server or Oracle, then let's see what are the tools are there to move the data to data lake store account. And if you have any web server log data, so like if you have any websites or if you have any other Azure services, it will start produce the log files. So if that is the situation, let's see what are the tools are there to upload the files to data lake store account. And if you have HD inside clusters, so let's see how this cluster data will be stored into the data lake store account. And apart from this, if you have any file which is more than gigabyte or terabyte, if you feel it's not possible to transfer the data through regular internet connection, so let's see what are the tools are there to upload those large data into data lake store account. So these are the different categories. So this will cover wherever your data is there, and what are the respective tools where we can use to upload the data into data lake store account. So we just preparing the data, we just uploading the data through different scenarios using different tools. So if you take ad hoc data category, we have two different options, like local computer or Azure storage blob. Uh, sorry, it is local storage blob. So as you know, we have Azure storage blob services are there, and if you have any data in your local computer, we can make use of Azure portal itself. Like I have uploaded one of the CSV file from my local computer to data lake store account. So we can make use of Azure portal, or we can use PowerShell CLI. Even we can use Visual Studio .NET command lines. So by using these tools, we can able to upload the data from local computer. So in case if you have a data in your Azure storage blobs, so we can make use of Azure Data Factory or ADL copy tool. So we are familiar with almost all the tools, like except this ADL copy. So I will show the demo how to make use of this ADL copy tool to upload the data from Azure storage blob to data lake store account. So we are familiar with the data factory, so where we have created data sets and link services and pipelines. So we have different options, we can able to choose storage as a link services, and even data lake store as a services. Again, I will show that how to make use of data factory to upload the data from storage to Azure storage to data lake store account. So I'm just giving you that overall information, like what are the tools are there. Maybe I will show the demo for each tools. So if the tools are not familiar, then I will go with the demo. So I'm not going to show any demo using Azure Portal, Azure PowerShell, or Azure CLI, because we have seen already now. I'm going to concentrate on the unfamiliar tools like ADL copy, Azure Data Factory. So in case if you have a data like streaming data, so we can make use of Azure Stream Analytics to store the data into Azure Data Lake Store account. Again, if you have data which is processing on SD Insight, we have Storm cluster. Under SD Insight, we have Storm cluster. So by using that Storm cluster, we can able to save the data into Data Lake Store account. Again, we have .NET SDK tools to access the streaming data, and we can easily store the data into Data Lake Store account. So if you take relational data, so we have different kinds of relational databases are there. So we can move the data using Apache Scoop. So it is just related to SD Insight. So using Scoop, we can able to migrate the data from relational database to Azure Data Lake Store account. Again, Azure Data Factory. So I have shown a demo like how to migrate the data from Azure SQL to Azure Blob Storage, and I'm going to show the demo like how to move the data from Azure SQL to Data Lake Store account. So if you have web server log data, we can make use of any of these tools like CLI, PowerShell, Data Lake Store, .NET SDK tools, and again Data Factory. And if you have SD Insight based data like if you have any big data related services like SD Insight, we have different algorithms, and we have different tools are there for SD Insight like Hive, Pig, Hadoop, HBase, Storm. These are the clusters. So if we are handling those type of stuffs, we can able to have these below tools like Apache Disk Copy, ADL Copy Services, Azure Data Factory, to save the data into Data Lake Store accounts for further analysis using Data Lake Store Analytics. So if you have really large data sets, and if you are not able to upload the data through online internet connection, then we can go with Azure Import and Export Services. So we have seen already like how to create import job and how to create export job. Basically, we are going to have a separate SATA based hard disk. We need to send to that Azure data centers. There they will copy the stuff, and they will upload the stuffs into Azure Blob Storage. From that Blob Storage, you can able to make use of Azure Data Factory to upload the data into Data Lake Store accounts. Again, we have express route, so which will create a private connection between your cloud and on-premises. And we have discussed already, like I'm not showed any demo, but we have discussed about the stuffs like what is the maximum bandwidth. I think 20 Gbps per second. So by making use of express route, we can able to upload the data from local to Azure Data Lake Store account. So once I'm going to show the demos for each tools. So once we upload the data, our next step is we need to analyze the data. We need to process the data. So if data is ready, then we can make use of Azure SD Insight or Azure Data Lake Analytics to process and to analyze the data. So once the data has been analyzed, we can able to download it for different repositories, like for different data store accounts or your SD Insight accounts. So we can download it. If not, we can able to do the visualization on top of that processed data using Power BI. So through Power BI, we need to migrate the data from the processed data from data lake store to data warehouse. From data warehouse, we can able to use Power BI. So we can visualize the data. So far we just trying to do that end-to-end process. We are just having a data, and let's see how to visualize the data. Before visualizing data, how to process the data through through big data related services. One of the services data lake store account and data lake store analytics.